Hey, you guys, you're going to want to listen all the way through to this episode because we got a couple of secrets. One for a long lasting relationship, and another for a great workout.
We also judged Kelly based on what she's doing while watching TV. Like you'll never guess what it is, I swear.
Never.
Which might explain why we're finally going to find out how old I am. Yeah.
So old, so old.
Make sure you listen and enjoy the show.
Look at us, all healthy and tanned. Or am I just looking at myself?
Yeah. Or the second half of what you said.
Yeah, we can just be all healthy and happy to be back. It's been a while, you guys. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Hello. Let's get straight into it, you guys. We got a lot of catching up to do on our 90s now requirements. Not the least of which is a couple of simple steps to keep your celebrity marriage alive, and figure also if it's a celebrity marriage that the simple steps will translate into thousands of years of regular person marriage. So it's good news. There's good news also for I was going to say a young couple, but I would say young at heart because of the age of their kids. As their family has grown, this 51 and 45-year-old celebrity couple is now a family of four. We'll tell you who that is and how they feel about it. Also got Kelly's trivia because it's been a while and we needed a humility check, right, Kel? Also, a 90s giant spills the news on some new music from his buddies. So I figured we should probably start there. The conversation between Jimmy Kimmel and Dr. Dre was very casual last week on Jimmy Kimmel's show. And he basically qualified what Eminem had teased back in January, which not only is he working on a little something, but he's got new music and a full album coming out this year.
That's great.
It really is great because it's been a while.
When was the last one?
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I love that it was just like Eminem kind of pulled his own version of a Beyonce, where it was just like, yeah, I'll tell Jimmy. Like, not that I don't think has ever done it through Jimmy, but like she just drops an album or says it's coming tomorrow or like whatever. So
yeah, she's an artist who creates and then delivers, right?
Yep.
Isn't that how it's supposed to be? Isn't that what we require?
Exactly. So
we're not that needy
for this. I think also like I'm getting a vibe that this is going to be like a good album from Eminem. Not that his other albums aren't, but I feel like he's in a vibe, and I feel like the people around him are in a vibe. I feel it's like spring vibe. So I think it's gonna hit it.
Sounds like there's a lot of vibe going on this album.
That's the vibes going on. I just like that word. Anyways,
I think the vibe will be even vibier, knowing that that Dr. Dre's got some songs on it, which he was happy to talk about. He says, I got songs on it and it's fire.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
No release date yet, right?
No, waiting on a release date. But the fact that he let him say it on Jimmy, like, to me, we'll get it before summer.
Are you saying that Eminem let Dr. Dre say it, or Dr. Dre can do whatever he wants? Thank you very much.
I think Eminem gets a say in his own album. So Dre probably was like, okay, I'll deliver the message.
Or Dre says, I'm doing what I want.
Or that.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah, exactly. He's worth $1 gajillion, right? Because he sold the beats.
That's why he looks so chill, and that's why the vibe is strong on anything they do. They have zero worries, I think.
Yeah, because it was funny as he was talking like all chill, like I was like, you and the next like 4 generations of your family never have to worry about anything.
Isn't that wild?
It's wild. It's amazing. Congratulations to him and the team.
Yeah, all of that. And can I have $1 million?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm not even asking to borrow it. Can I just have it?
Yeah.
We can share the million, the 3 of us. I'll take
if it's the 3 of us,
$1 million.
We're gonna need 5 million.
Exactly.
No, we don't.
Need, want, gray area.
Yeah.
If you're gonna jump on my bank wagon, then we're aiming higher than 1.
Yeah. But the thing too, you have to realize in this day and age, $1 million is not getting you far. You know what I mean? Like if you invest it properly, yes, it can get you things like you will double your, or start to get the interest and all that stuff. But if you just have $1 million and you start spending it, it ain't going to take long. this is why people, when you hear like lotto winning people,
Mhm.
they win like 25 million or whatever it is, and then like 5 years later, they've got nothing
Yeah.
because they get too overconfident and spend,
That's why I think I would be a great success story.
with one.
Really.
I think I would do it right.
Yeah. All right. Fingers
Okay.
crossed.
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm up for the challenge. Whoever wants to give me the money to check out, see how well I do. I'm
Yeah.
in.
That would be a great reality TV show concept. You give $1 million to someone and you follow them like
Yeah.
for a year, for 2 years, and see like how much money is left in the end.
Mm,
I think some people I think it's typically American and no disrespect. I think it happens more in the States where family comes out of the woodwork,
mm.
and suddenly they need to borrow a lot of money from you.
And you know what? I think it happens a lot in Quebec too.
Really?
I would think so.
Now, you know what? I say American just because I think of the news that we get and
It would happen
the sad
anywhere.
stories, but like, yeah, I think the way the humans operate, I think that greed often clouds judgment of otherwise not greedy people.
Yeah, because I think everybody comes out of the woodwork and is then, can I have this and can you do, and it's like how many times too, like, are you saying no? And
Yeah.
all that stuff. And that's why too, like I remember reading an article. I don't know if it was, it was a magazine, like People magazine something, but don't quote me that it was them, but it was like years back. And it was like they did like 10 winners, and I think 8 of them had lost everything.
Wow.
Wow.
And these were like, and because as we discussed, like in the States, they have like big winnings. Like, I mean, yes, sometimes they win 25 million, which is still a lot, but then like Powerball people are like,
Oh,
$600 million.
I would love to win the Powerball.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh.
But that's like when you know
Uh,
you've wasted Powerball money. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's
you got a
if you
problem.
if you've lost 10 million, that's still bad. But like if you've lost Powerball money,
That'd
something's
be a bad
wrong.
vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, back to Eminem, not
Yeah.
worrying for money. Dr. Dre, not a real doctor, also not worrying for money.
Yeah.
But something in this um, calendar year, we'll see some new music from Eminem, and as a result, also from Dr. Dre. So good for them, good for us. On to the next. You know what that is, right, Adam?
I know what that is. I'm a bit scared.
Me
Are
too.
is everybody ready to go to trivia?
Define ready.
Ah, I'm not sure I can. Never experienced it. Let's
Let's,
go.
let's
90s now. Trivia.
Bing bong.
I'm trying not to take it personally that you guys are always like, this sucks. Can we do this?
What's great is that it's taking this whole season for you to realize that we've been shooting shots fired, Kel.
Yeah.
It's been years, Kelly.
It's fine.
Years.
It's because I'm like always optimistic that, my
Hmm.
sunny personality. Anyways, we'll start with sport. All
That our
right.
friends aren't dumb. That's the other thing.
Which pitcher threw a bangin' 10-inning shutout in the 1991 World Series game?
Sharon.
Go, Sharon.
Cal Ripken.
Who?
I said his name and I'm not even sure if he's a pitcher now. Cal Ripken Jr.
Was he a pitcher? Was he like third base?
Can we rewind?
Yeah.
No, I'm not sure we can.
Cal Ripken. And wasn't
Right
it
answer.
Cal Ripken Jr.? Wasn't it
Junior, yeah. That's why I threw the
Adam,
junior
can
in
you check
before.
if he was a pitcher? I want to say he was third or second base.
All right, say that name again.
Cal,
Cal.
C-A-L,
Yeah.
R-I-P,
R.I.P.
K-E-N, Jr.
Junior.
Yeah.
What was he? Nicknamed the Iron Man. He was a shortstop and
Damn
third
it.
baseman.
There
Son
we
of
go.
Damn it.
Was he was it Baltimore Orioles?
Absolutely.
Good
Yep.
job, Cal. Nice.
Woo!
Well done.
I'm not sure I can name a pitcher from the 1980s, to be honest.
Why don't you name your Fred Couples, even though it's gone?
Fred Couples.
Yeah,
Good
incorrect.
guess.
So the pitcher that threw a bangin' 10-inning shutout in the 91 World Series game, Jack Morris.
Well, I actually Googled a list of all the pitchers, and I was about to name a random one, and the first name on the list was Jack Morris. So maybe I should
Really?
have done that. Yep,
Wow. You know what that's called? Cheating.
I know.
So,
332 games played in the MLB
wow.
There we go.
in the 80s.
80s?
Well, that's what it says. Most
Oh.
regular season wins by MLB pitchers in 80s.
Okay.
That's the graph I have in front of me.
Okay.
Well, Cal Ripken's friend Jack Morris got this World Series stat in the 1991. So I
Well,
mean,
good for him. That's pretty
yeah.
badass.
Yep.
So does that mean
friends.
the game ended 1-0 if it went to the 10th inning?
Sharon's the baseball
Oh,
freak.
I don't know what the he hit a no-hitter, threw a no-hitter. Is that what you said, Cal?
It was how do they phrase it? Which pitcher threw a bangin' 10-inning shutout in the 91 World Series? So
Oh,
was
just
yeah.
a shutout.
Oh, just a shutout. They just didn't score. So
okay. That's
who
fair.
knows what the score was? That would have been
Okay.
a nice little bit of information to include on the card.
They did not.
Well,
They just
if
had
they went to overtime and it was a shutout, it clearly ended 1-0.
Oh yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Who didn't nap today?
You did.
Me did not.
Punchy, folks. She's punchy. All right.
Punchy.
On to hobbies, toys, and games. Which popular 90s children's toy was originally manufactured as a wallpaper cleaner in the 30s?
A wallpaper cleaner.
Yep.
Huh.
You will, if you guys get this, I mean, high fives all around because this, I would, me myself would never get this.
See, I thought it was something I could actually get, but now I'm not. No.
She
Give it a
sets
go.
us up and then she strips us down. Can you give us a hint? Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, so a children's toy. It's a toy where it's very good if you need to release stress, and it comes in many colors.
Oh, Play-Doh.
Yep.
Sharon, Play-Doh.
You should always have guesses ready like this. It makes it so much easier.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's like I'm playing. Is that password? It's like I played password with you.
The password is
Password is
Play-Doh.
Yeah. Wasn't Betty White was really good at that game? Isn't that where she met her?
Was.
Yeah.
Yes, it is where she met her husband. You're right. Now the new version of Password is super fun to watch. It's Kiki
Palmer?
What?
Kiki Palmer. Yes, she's the host of that show and funny.
Amazing.
Yeah, really good.
I thought wasn't Michael Strahan hosting that for a while?
He did Pyramid.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
I love a good Play-Doh.
Remember?
Yeah.
Remember you used to get like the different things that you could put Play-Doh in the thing and then you turn the crank and it came out like spaghetti.
Yeah.
Or it came
I
out like
had
the
that.
star shape or whatever. I love that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
The last experiences I've had with Play-Doh was, sometimes there are board games and there's Play-Doh in the game, like to do a shape or like Cranium, for example.
Yeah.
So another game like Cranium. And I was at the cottage the other day and we took the game out, wanted to play the game. The Play-Doh was hard as rock.
Oh, no.
So that's been my last experience with Play-Doh.
It becomes a danger. You can't throw that.
No,
it would have been dangerous.
Yeah, it's funny because I bought myself Play-Doh. Well, it's probably at least 10 years ago now because I was like doing whatever I was doing in like Toys R Us, probably getting a toy for somebody. And then I was like, oh, that's fun. I'll get that for me. And then like a year later, I find it, I'm like, why did we get that? So anyway.
What did you want to do with Play-Doh?
Well, because I just figured I was like, oh, like when you're watching TV or whatever, like you could just, because I used to love it as a kid. So I'm like, well, time to relive my youth, and no, it's in the box. So.
Is that what we call a midlife crisis? Or
I think so.
Is it?
So are you ever just watching TV, or are you like, do you ever just do that one thing?
No.
Like that you would have free hands to play with Play-Doh?
Well, it's because you're like, I'll make a palm tree while I watch Password with Betty White. Oh no.
And your partner says, I'm concerned. She started playing with Play-Doh.
My partner has left me. It's me and the puppies.
At least I've got a palm tree.
Yeah, she's actually leaving me for palm trees in 2 weeks, so she'll be in Phoenix.
Oh, wow.
Lucky.
Yeah, and so maybe she'll hang out with some Play-Doh palm trees.
Or the real deal.
And can I just tell you too, she dangled the carrot because like for the next 2 weeks, I'm actually like super, super busy with work stuff. But then, so she's leaving right after that. And then I said to her, I was like, it's too bad. I said, I'd love to go. She's like, oh yeah, you should come. And I was like, yeah, I'm like, I think I actually would go because I never go. I always work, as you both know this. And so I was actually like jazzed for like a second. Then she goes, I don't think we can work this out. Like, I don't think I want to, find someone to watch the Huskies. You better stay. So I was like, it was like a roller coaster ride of emotions in about 4 seconds. Like,
I'm
yes,
going,
no.
I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
Aw.
At least you
Anyway,
have the Huskies.
yeah,
Girls' weekend, Cal.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyways, good times.
Hey, you guys, we've got more new music news. Actually,
Uh-oh.
it's not necessarily new music news. It's news that is music related. Let me give you the broader strokes of the idea of Courtney Love hosting something that's called Courtney Loves Women.
Okay.
It's the possessive one too, like the apostrophe S. And good thing she's hosting because her name's in the title. So Courtney Loves Women. We'll see her share the songs that have soundtracked her life, as well as being a celebration of women in music. So where will we see this or hear this? On the BBC. So you'll find out information online about how you can tune in and listen to that streaming extravaganza. It's an 8-episode series on BBC Radio 6 Music and BBC Sounds.
Nice.
The fun fact about that is that the original run of this will be just in a couple of weeks from now. So April 8th to the 15th. And smack in the middle of it, they're going to air one of the episodes called Courtney Love Forever. So that would mark the 30th anniversary of the album Live Through This, which is remarkable.
Was that from Hole?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they'll spotlight that, which I just am amazed. I keep on having conversations with friends and stuff about, yeah, that was 30 years ago, or that was 40 years ago. I mentioned something on the radio this morning, and then I got a text from my friend who said, what?
Yeah.
Are you saying? That was in reference to David Bowie's album Let's Dance, which is technically 41 years old.
Wow.
But which is a mind-blowing number because it's just such a great album that aged so well. Similar, the Hole's Live Through This is one of those albums that found her and sort of sent her on her way, her and her band. So they'll celebrate that 30 years later on the BBC on this show that you'll find at online through the BBC. Is that something that you think you'd listen to? Is that something that you'd time travel back to?
I'd give it a go just to see how Courtney Court is doing.
I think it would be cool that she's soundtracking her life. So I don't think it's like your typical top 40 stuff.
Yeah.
Straight up. I think there's going to be a lot of color and musical breadth. Hey, who dropped a big word? Me. I think it'll be interesting to see what made Courtney Love, what she was listening to throughout,
Yeah.
And so we'll get 8 episodes of that.
Nice.
8 episodes of that. Now also talked about celebrity, the successful celebrity couples. Now, so we're basically going into the Lovebirds file. You guys have your pen and paper ready?
Yep.
Let me get out my violin.
I think we both read the articles, or not both, but we all read the article about the Lovebirds that are Donnie Wahlberg and Jenny McCarthy. Okay, now also we know that celebrity couples are famously short-lived, right? You're almost waiting for them to fail, which is weird. But with one simple step-by-step process.
Nice job, Sharon.
Thank you. Ooh, baby. We're talking about Donnie Wahlberg and how he still sends his wife, Jenny McCarthy, flowers every week. Well, he hasn't missed a Monday.
Yeah.
Maybe the assistant takes care of it as well. Just saying.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
He probably has a deal with the local flower shop that they have a running.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that could be it. Either way.
But it's amazing that he would do that. And like I honestly like I look forward to having him either on this show or on the Kelly Alexander show because I think he's a lovely human.
Isn't that nice? So he
Yeah.
could come on this show. I like it.
Yeah, because and I think he would because like I don't know if you've seen him, but he's always so happy to do interviews and to spend time with fans. And like it's so funny because back in the day when they came out with New Kids, like he was like the quote unquote bad boy of the group, right?
Ooh, yeah.
And like everybody thought he was a little fierce or whatever, but like he has the biggest heart of the bunch, like 1,000,000%. And if it wasn't for him, they would not be back together. I'm sure he led the charge to, come back together in 2008. And, they have a new album and they're going back out on tour. And like he was recently on the Kelly Clarkson show and I saw a clip of it. And because Blue Bloods is coming to an end or supposedly coming to an end after 14 seasons, and he actually got a bit emotional like
Wow.
on the show because he's like, he's like, all those people are not just like, they're my family. Like when I'm in New York, he's like, they're family. And he's like, we've been on for 14 years. He's like, we've put kids through college or like, help, like, so he's like, it's going to be hard to say goodbye, and I just like most guys, I don't think, I mean, hopefully now as time goes on, they are, but like, it was just wonderful to see like this big, rough, tough guy be open with his emotions that he loves the people around him and he loves his fans and like, he clearly loves his wife.
Clearly, because she says that he treats her like a queen. She also went on to say that, and I quote, I think we both paid our dues in this lifetime and we're enjoying the benefits of everything we've learned along the way. Both gone through our trials and tribulations, and we've learned from those so that we can be happy in our bliss.
Love it.
That is cute.
Not just have bliss, but be happy in it.
Yeah.
Like a happy sandwich. So take note,
Sure.
happy in your bliss and flowers every Monday.
Yeah.
Good way to start the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How expensive are flowers? I have never bought flowers.
Ridiculously expensive.
Really, eh?
When you think that as soon as you buy them and cut them, they're starting to die.
Yep.
Yeah. Was it on Elton John, who's by the way, as we record this, it's his birthday today, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Happy birthday,
right.
Elton John.
Happy birthday.
And 2 days from now, Mariah Carey, and tomorrow, Diana Ross.
Wow.
Oh, and wait, who else is tomorrow, Adam? Oh, right, Kelly.
Finally turning 60. It was about time.
It was bound to happen ahead of me.
Oh, that time machine. But Karen, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't it in Tantrums and Tiaras where it came out that he had like freshly cut flowers in his house like every week?
Probably.
And it was like,
I think you're right.
Like, was it $800 or 800 pounds? Or it was something like it was like a bucket load of money and his mom was alive at that point, and I think she might have been living with them. So it was like flowers, like every week. I can't even imagine what that cost.
Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, it's nice.
Yep.
Because they're beautiful, but not everybody has an $800 a week budget for flowers.
Yeah.
Some of us have allergies, you guys, okay?
I could cut down on groceries to make some space.
Yeah.
No, you need to eat.
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could eat the flowers, Adam, as they die.
We're making it work. We're trying to work with your budget, everybody. We're trying to help. Hey, there's more information with another love story. So congratulations go to Cameron Diaz and Benji Madden, who welcomed a little boy into their family.
Yeah, cute.
Isn't
Cardinal.
that cute?
I love it.
So he's the little brother to his 3-year-old sister Radix. How cool is that name?
Yeah.
Rad
She's already going to be 5 at the end of this year.
Is she 5? I thought it was 2020.
Oh,
I thought she was born in 2020. Either way.
Yep.
She's a toddler with a big name. And Cameron Diaz says that they feel beyond lucky to have welcomed another addition to their family. She's 51 years old. He's 45, which I think probably only matters if the baby was a surprise, the age of the parents. Otherwise, I think, they've been hoping to welcome more kids, so they're ready for it. And, when you're excited for something like this, I think it keeps you younger. So age ain't nothing but a number in this case also.
Wait, is she 45 or is he 45?
I thought she was.
No, he's 45.
He's oh, sorry. I thought you said 51. I even heard you say 45 and my brain said 51. She's older, basically.
Yeah, she's 51. Yeah.
They would have
Wow.
done, I guess, did they? Because I think it's a surrogacy, right?
I think so too.
Yes, I think so.
This
Which
article didn't indicate that.
yeah, because I don't think she carried Radix either, right? Like I think it was a surrogate there also.
Yep.
Anyways,
Believe
doesn't
so.
matter. It's amazing, and they picked super
Yeah.
cool names.
Super cool
Radix,
names, and they're
Radix
happy.
Cardinal. That's pretty tight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, are you ready for a 90s rewind?
Do it, Sharona.
Always ready. I was born ready.
Oh, good.
Let's go, baby.
Here we go, baby. We haven't talked about Spice Girls in a couple of weeks, so let's talk about the fact that we're going back to 1997, that around this time in 1997, Spice Girls were kind of near the top of the charts with Wannabe. So tell me what you want. I want Spice Girls. That's what I want. And to combat the energy of Spice Girls, you had the broken-hearted Toni Braxton.
Mm.
Hey, Kel, remember we used to have Toni Braxton on the show?
Yeah.
Anyways, Unbreak My Heart. Toni Braxton had her going lower than low vocally and emotionally.
I feel like Toni Braxton hasn't come to visit us since I've been on the show. I feel like it's the first time I'm meeting Toni.
You also still
love
have
it.
to meet Shirley Manson. She'll be back.
Okay. Next week.
We'll rally the old troops back. Don't you worry, Anna.
Maybe Shirley and Toni should do a duet.
It would be exhausting.
Yeah. Make sure you
Celine
nap that
Dion.
day, Sharon.
I'll have to hydrate.
Yeah.
Celine Dion was seen last week giving a boost to the Boston Bruins before their game. So that was kind of cool that, I mean, technically as a Habs fan, Montreal Canadiens fan, she shouldn't have been anywhere near a Boston Bruins locker room, but she was. We'll let her off the hook. She was also in the top 10 around this time back in 1997, where she covered an Eric Carmen song. Eric Carmen, the late, great Eric Carmen, may he rest in peace. All by Myself was a huge hit for him in the 70s and a huge hit for her in 1997.
I always thought that was an original. Sorry to interrupt. I thought that was an original.
That's the power of Celine, right? She takes a song and she puts her fingerprints, her vocal fingerprints all over it and makes it her own. Yeah. Sidebar, Eric Carmen's list of credits is very impressive, whether it was him singing or songs that he wrote. So worth the dive. So every day is a winding road. We know that to be true because it is, but we know that also because Sheryl Crow was singing about it in 1997. Great song, great album. And that is a handful of songs, which is what I normally give, but I was scrolling through the list of things that were hitting the top 40 around this time in 1997. And since we talked about Dr. Dre so much at the beginning of the show, I figured why not end with him also, because he was featured on Blackstreet's No Diggity.
Wow.
No doubt.
Great track. No doubt.
Yeah. Love that song. Love that album.
Is that your 90s rewind, Sharon?
That is the 90s rewind.
Great. So we've had some listener questions build up whilst we've been away. And so spinning the wheel, here is the one for this week, courtesy of Marilyn. So the question is, what is your favorite 90s workout jam?
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so
everybody dance now. Everybody
nice one.
That.
I feel like I would go with, does it count as a workout jam? Like Baby One More Time. Bow now now. And you just want to run to the beat of the song.
Good one.
And then do a front flip and like a wheel, a cartwheel.
Yeah. Land it and go, baby, baby.
One more time. Something like that. Yeah.
Don't you want to work out with us?
Sign me up. Like, let's go.
What about you, Kel? What's your pick?
Too many to count, but if we go pure like dance, so first of all, I'll give a shout out to Janet, because if we go like pop crazy, I would probably pick like Miss You Much. Like that'd
Oh,
be
yes.
a good one.
Yeah.
Especially because she has some killer remixes for that. Sharon loves the remix. But I would also I've Got the Power from Snap or Rhythm is a
Oh, nice.
Getting kind of.
yeah.
Oh,
Love it.
can I change mine?
Sure.
Can I go with Gonna Make You Sweat, CNC and Music Factory?
Nice.
Oh, good one.
Sweat, baby.
That's pretty
Let
good.
the music take
Covered all the dance
control.
groups because I chose Snap, he chose CNC Music Factory, and you had Black Box. So,
There we go.
and weren't they all sung by Martha Wash, basically?
Exactly. Thank you, Martha Wash, for being such a steady part
Yeah.
of a good workout.
Shout out to MW. It's nice. All right. Anyways, that's enough for me.
That's enough out of me, too.
All right, then it's enough for me.
All right, you guys, thank you very much for finding us. Wherever it is that you do, we appreciate you taking us along for your ride, for your walk, for whatever. Some alone time with three. Thank you for listening to 90s Now. Still happening.